Kansas Speedway qualifying underway. And wouldn't you know it, we've gotten a surprise open qualifying. Open qualifying. Drivers will have 5 total minutes to set their fastest lap time. However many laps they can put down. Draft will be key. Running around Kansas. Going to be about who gets that draft. Cody Brown sets the first lap time. A 31.675. Top of the charts. So the driver's being thrown a bit of a curveball, a little bit of a accident, but we'll see how it goes. So lap times pour in. Ethan Evers goes to P2. William Asherbranner top of the heap. Then Jake Lawrence. It happens quickly. Jake Lawrence top of the board. Garrett Boyd, short track driver. Now he goes to P1. Ian Montrose now. Number 2 Monster Ford goes to P1. Kind of entertaining that the drivers got thrown this curveball. Like, surprise, MFers. I'm entertained. 2 minutes to go in quali. Montrose, top of the board. 31.493. Anyone's able to top that.
Sorry.
Bill Rivard, P2.
All good, I wasn't listening either way.
7 Giles, P3. Mayhew Jr., 4th. Margerson currently 5th. Ethan Evers, 6th. Garrett Boyd down pit road here. Jake Lawrence, Will Asherbranner. One minute. And Lucas Hoytsma hit at the 1 minute mark. Top of the board in the 97. $30 trucks on the roster tonight. A great day in the morning. Quite a field. Hoytsman top of the charts with a 31.492, beating the Montrose truck by 1,000th, I should say. Then Giglio and Hoytsma teammates love to crash each other. Tanner's on pit road. We can show you Bill, 4th fastest truck right now. 10 seconds left. Coming across the line. Not faster here with no draft. Giles trying to use the 36, but I don't think he's going to make it to the start-finish line in time. We'll see if they're allowed to complete their laps. Sometimes they are, sometimes it just goes. Giles around in the 7. We'll not find out if his lap time was better or not. I think Lawrence pulling down off the track. His lap's already complete. So any last-second jumps in the speed charts. At the moment, not so much. 23 trucks put down a lap time. Vasquez in the wall. That should do it for our qualifying. Surprise open qualifying. Timed 5-minute qualifying session. Drivers being thrown a curveball. Some drivers getting as many as 9 laps in. Garrett Boyd Cliff Mullins got 10. Impressive lap count for those folks. And here we go to the race. Wait for our field to fill out so we can go through our starting lineup. Here they are jumping on track. Drivers have about 2 minutes to grid. The inside line looks ready to go. The outside line, not as much. Letting them populate in. 130 laps from Kansas tonight. I am your commentator. Yay. It's a random screen that I just never show.
Thank goodness I didn't get pole.
Lucas Waitzma saying, thank goodness he didn't get pole.
Yeah, you gotta stay at 69, bud.
Bill Rivard,
You
outside
saved
pole.
me. Thank you.
If you're wondering what that's about,
That.
Lucas Waitzma has 69 career poles in Sidewinder racing history. That's why he's like, thanks goodness I didn't get pole.
Your fourth feedback running?
Alright, let's run through our starting lineup.
Yeah. Don't worry, I made sure.
Go on with the 10 of Bill Rivard, your pole sitter for tonight. Bill's Mountain Dew Pitch Black Chevy leads us from the front. Alongside him on the front row, Lucas Waitzma in the 97 Labor 12 CTC Toyota. Ian Montrose, the monster Hoonigan Ford truck, starts in the third spot. Tanner Nall, another Ford PPG.
All right, nerd.
Ryan Blaney machine.
130 laps. You got 4 sets of tires and 1 fast repair. That is all.
Had to use the intro there. I figured we would wait. This Tyler Ankrum Asen scheme will be run by Blake Giglio, 16 Toyota. Cody Giles, Tata Team Red Spoilers, got the number 7 in the 6th spot. Got Scott Mayhew Jr., another red spoiler that doesn't have a red spoiler, in the 7th spot. Jake Lawrence, hello, Jake from State Farm, number 68 Swiss Army Toyota. Zach Martison, Lordco Auto Parts Ford F-150, starts 9th. Brandon Vasquez, the 18 Flash scheme, runs in 10th. Garrett Boyd starting 11th. I'm not going to repeat what that says, even though it's not what it sounds like. Ethan Evers in the RaceEPI.com Toyota Tundra starts 12th. Will Asherbanner Fort Worth Screen Esports Chevrolet 13th. Justin Mons, the Autism Awareness Chevrolet, rolling off in 14th. Billy Davison, Powell Peralta Chevrolet, starts in 15th. TJ Floyd, 76operators.gg Chevrolet, rolls off 16th. Mike Edwards, Ideally Fort Worth Screen Esports Toyota, 17th. Cody Brown in the Square D Toyota rolls off in the 18th spot. You got the Martin Sports Ford F-150 of Jeremy Clapper Newell. Daniel Awala 20th in the Labor 12 Chevrolet.
Thanks.
Cliff Mullins, the Race 22 Chevy, starts 21st. Richard Hurst in the Army 22 starts 22nd. Perfect there. Curtis Ecker, the Chevrolet, starting in 23rd. Travis Martin's Ford starts in 24th. Dalton Hayes, 25th in the Swiss Army Toyota. Jay Munch, the Raptor Chevy, 26th. J.R. Deal, Swiss Army Toyota, 27th. Dave Hoitzma, Money Clips Chevrolet in 28th. Scott Elston in the 85 Traxxas, 29th. And we are underway. Trying to get up to the front, but my goodness. Cameras are not cooperating. Things are all jumbled up. Lucas Hoyts and Bill Rivard at the front of the field. 30 trucks, 29 officially on the starting grid. Not 1 of 30. Bill Rivard out front. Ian Montrose down low, going for the race lead. Field spreads out as Tanner Nall gets into the 7 of Cody Giles, turns him in front of Mayhew Jr. And the wreck is on. Tanner Nall in the 12, losing control.
Checking it up. Checking it up. Fuck me.
We
Oh.
got that pace car bite.
All that started with Tanner Nall in the 12. Gets out of shape.
Somebody's got to sitting at the wheel.
Comes up into the 7 of Giles. Giles then turns down the track
Half.
right in front of his teammate, Mayhew Jr., who gets a piece of him. And 29 comes up the track, and I believe he gets turned around. Mayhew Jr. back up into Ethan Evers. The 41, that's another Justin Mons, another red spoiler. Tough break for the red spoilers. Cody Brown gets a piece of it. Mons comes down to the 22 of Hurst. Hurst gets involved. What's up, Topher? That is a big crash. Daniel Llewellyn just drives right into the door of the 29. Everyone else able to check up in the back, it seems, but Llewellyn gets a piece of it and destroys his truck. Several trucks on pit road to repair damage here on lap 3. A lot of trucks faking fast repairs already. Very early in this race. Try to get back up to the front. Bill Rivard, happy he qualified near the front after that one. Let's go ahead and look at our fast repair ticker and jump in on the split. Cody Brown, the 19th place truck, has used one. And if we split down to the bottom 10, it's only showing us the bottom 3.
I looked back at the replay. I got released and didn't have enough room and came up in you. My bad.
Why is it only showing 23? That is so bizarre.
No worries, buddy. It's a racing incident, man.
There we go.
Shit's gonna happen, dude.
Hurst took one and Mons took one.
At least you didn't get spun under yellow.
That's true.
Yeah, that was stupid on my part.
Who
I knew we
got
were 3.
spun under yellow?
Shit happens to the best of us, buddy. No worries.
Oddly nice at this stage in the race.
Definitely.
It's a nice change of pace. Trying to figure out who got spun under yellow. That'd be one to go back and watch. It's a very tough start of the race for Team Red Spoilers. They lost Cody Giles up near the front. They lost the 29 of Mayhew and the 41 of Justin Mullins, all getting a piece of that. See if the 29 is
Hey,
still
Mark.
on pit road. As is Llewellyn. I think Llewellyn had to tow. I'm guessing 29 may have had a similar situation.
Hard.
Nice ride. You too, baby.
Up front, we got Bill Rivard, Ian Montrose now your front row. Lucas Weissman in 3rd. Blake Giglio, his teammate, in 4th. Chevy, Ford, and a couple Toyotas lead us to the green flag. And we are back underway. Lap 4 of 130 on the restart. After a large early race crash. Bill Rivard leads us down to turn number 1. Lucas Hoisman trying to clear Ian Montrose for 2nd, does so. Lucas Hoisman up to P3, Montrose back to 3rd. Giglio in 4th. Brandon Vasquez, welcome back in the 5th spot. Zach Margerson 6th. Garrett Boyd, short track racer, he's in 7th. Mike Edwards 8th. Will Asherbrander 9th. Travis Martin in 10th. Hoitzman now going for the race lead on the outside of Bill Rivard. Sends it down into turn 1. Hoitzman probably going to get a good run off the top side down the backstretch and clear to the race lead. Now Ian Montrose in the 2 trying to take 2nd. They go side by side down into turn number 3. Right behind, you got Giglio and Vasquez battling it out for the 4th spot. Bill Rivard came dangerously close to hitting the 2 of Ian Montrose. Got out of shape, but didn't want to go below the white line. Nearly had a wreck there. As we're 3 wide, and Bill Rivard gets into Blake Giglio. Door bang there.
Whoa.
See some damage to the 16. Rivard struck all kinds of out of shape here early on.
Blake, you got a flat tire.
55 trying to convince Blake he has a flat tire, but he does have a left front fender cracked up. Margerson trying to get alongside. Not able to do so. Vasquez.
You're not a funny guy.
Nice fit. Nice fit, Jeremy.
Vasquez was peeking on Montrose there for a moment. Drivers pushing these trucks awfully hard early on. You would think they would try to save tire. Not the case. You couldn't see shit but smoke. That's rough, Daniel. We definitely appreciate it, Kiefer. We're happy to have some niceness. Vasquez once again peeking for second. We'll stick with this battle. Still heating up. Second position. Montrose and Vasquez. Vasquez going to peak, going down into 3. Sends it low. Vasquez going to clear Montrose. Coming out of turn number 4. Great move by Vasquez up to P2. Vasquez is going to try and run down Lucas Heusmeyer, race leader, in that Labor 12 97 Toyota. 2-time champ of the Truck Series. 2-time defending champ. Let's check in on a field rundown while we've got this green flag run going. Lucas Heusmeyer, your race leader by 3/10 over Vasquez and Montrose. Second and third. Bill Rivard has Margison and Blake Giglio all over his tailgate. Yeah, I figured Blake with that left front damage is going to be a little slower here. He's probably going to have to keep it in the draft as much as he can, follow behind. Right now he's got Rivard and Margison in front of him side by side. That should help Giglio hide that damage a little bit out of the air. He's got Mike Edwards joining the picture there, the 14. He's currently in 7th. Behind him, Garrett Boyd. We're used to seeing him on short tracks. Here he is up in 8th spot. Running with the big boys on the big track. Will Asherbrenner, 9th spot. JR Deal up into the top 10. Dalton Hayes is 11th. Billy Davison 12th, side by side Travis Martin. Martin gets up to 12th. Davison back to 13th. Cody Giles trying to recover from that first lap incident. You see left side damage, left rear damage on that 7 truck. Giles not taking his fast repair early on, so he's riding in the 14th in the 7. Behind him, you got Curtis Ecker in the 19. Cody Brown in the 17. That's 15th and 16th. You have Jay Munch in 17th. Cliff Mullins 18th. Jake Lawrence riding in 19th. Tanner now started that first big wreck. He's in 20th. Ethan Evers 21st. Scott Elston 22nd. Jeremy Clapham Newell 23rd. You got Richard Hurst with heavy front end damage. Trying to ride it out and not take his fast repair, I suppose. Let me check these fast repair one more time. And check our split here. Hurst has taken his fast repair. That's not good. That's a lot of damage on the front of that truck. Tough start of the race for the 22 of Hurst. Justin Mons involved in that early wreck. Back in 24th right now. Dave Hoytsman's 25th. Got a little right front damage and right rear damage on that 79, so he's been up into the wall. TJ Floyd 26th. And a caution has come out. It's like Cody Giles involved.
My bad. I think I hooked on the right quarter with the guy on the inside there. That was on me. Sorry about that.
See if we
Yeah,
can
and I
get
wasn't
a...
arca braking there. I had the brakes locked up. That was my fault. I wasn't trying to lock the brakes up, and I slammed into you.
It's like Cody Brown gets up into the outside wall entering the
No,
corner.
you're good, man. I think we just kind of met in the middle there, and I hooked your right quarter there.
Sounds like Tanner's talking, but...
Oh, no, I wasn't involved with that wreck. I was
Yeah,
just
Cody
involved
Brown
with
gets up and
arca
into the
brake.
wall. 69
That's our
of Jay Munch gets up and into it a little bit as well.
Hey, Zach, what's my right side look like?
Jay Munch, Cody Brown.
Come on, guys.
Will
let's catch up to
Asherbrenner
the
gets in
field.
there, smashes Jay Munch pretty hard.
Yep.
Tanner now piles in as well.
10-4.
I think Cody Brown gets into the door. Who is that? Ethan Evers, I think, just got into Jay Munch. A couple of late arrivers to the accident, not able to avoid it. So damage throughout the back part of the field now. I believe Ethan Evers just blew a motor trying to get back to the pits. Does he still have a fast repair? Need our split to work again. I don't know if he's going to make it. He might need a push.
Could I have a black flag, please, for passing in the yellow? The
Evers
8 had a blown engine.
does still have
Lucky
a
dog going high.
fast repair, but is
Lucky
he going
dog
to get there?
going high.
Daniel Llewellyn picking up a lucky dog. 24 trucks on the lead lap.
Oops.
Evers trying to coast to his pit.
I love your face.
Hopefully Evers didn't qualify very high, so he can roll to his box. Let's see where he started. Right here. 24th, so should get to his pit rather quickly. Once we start getting the pit boxes, there we are. 30th. Well, really, 29th, 28th, 27. There's 26, 25. Should be his here, or right in front of it. Man, I was way off. Oh, he started 12th. I was reading it backwards. Thought he started 24th. Oh, could be fun, Corey. Poor Ethan. He made it. So Ethan will probably go a lap down from that roll, but not going to have to take the toe and go way back. Yeah, well, I thought it was 24th in his qualifying and currently 12th. I got it backwards. But we got it now. Lucas Oistman scored as your race leader. Came down for fuel. Had a 7-second pit stop. So fuel on the 97. Fuel also for Ian Montrose, Blake Giglio, Garrett Boyd 4th, Cliff Mullins 5th. First tire set went to Brandon Vasquez, currently in the 6th spot. Mike Edwards also taking tires. Back to fuel for Jake Lawrence. JR Deal took tires. Tires for Davidson. Fuel for Mons. Tires for Eckerd, Giles, Tanner Nowell, Scott Elston. Tires and damage repair looks like for the 47 Dalton Hayes. Bill Rivard some damage repair. Margerson got some repairs. Travis Martin 14.5 on his stop. All the way back to 19th for him. Not sure what happened to our man T-Mart there. Clapper Newell getting some damage repair, it seems. 52-second stop. Richard Hurst, you saw that big indent on the front. Now he's got it on the front and back of that 22. Already used his fast repair, so tough look for the 22 early. Wave around Chuck's head around. I'll get the 69 of J Munch back on the lead lap, and
Good
TJ
old,
Floyd.
Truex scheme there, eh, Travis?
Both those trucks back to the lead lap.
It's real nice.
Dave Hoisman
looks
still
nice.
lead lap 22nd now. We're getting set for another restart here at lap 19.
Hey Travis, it's been a minute, bud.
Those fast repairs already up at the top. Blake Giglio used his fast repair,
One of y'all got a flat tire.
as does Garrett Boyd in 36. So already
You
two
have
gone in the
flat
top
tire.
10.
The only thing flat in this race is the amount of talent I have. It says 0 for some reason. It's all the way across the board flat.
I would agree with that. It's been a rough race for Tanner. Rough race already for Tanner. Lucas Oistman gets us restarted. A little bit of tire spin. Cliff Mullins goes up into Brandon Vasquez. Vasquez flips over. Man, not the way you want to restart a race.
Hello, car outside.
They're still wrecking.
That's old pace car right here.
Well, that was interesting.
Cliff Mullins with the tire spin. Getting up
Looked
into
like Cliff
Vasquez.
spun the tires.
Big time. Big time spun
Well, I
the
was not
tires.
expecting that.
And far chase it.
I don't know, it says that's a 12 car by.
Therefore, it's telling me to let the pace car by.
I'm just being a smart ass. Tanner.
Cliff Mullins with one of those trucks that did not take tires here.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't doubt it at this point.
Right into the door,
Yeah,
and iRacing
terrible.
decides that the 18 is going on its side. JR Deal, Jake
You gotta
Lawrence
get by me, buddy.
getting through there.
All-
Don't tell me they hit each other.
Truck on its side, rolling.
I was waiting on the pace car.
Jake Lawrence, JR Deal, great job getting through that.
Oh, okay. It was just telling me to let you by for some reason. I don't know.
Scott Elston spinning down into the grass. Not sure who else got a piece of this. Oh no, Elston and Rivard.
Might as well pop a top, Cliff. It's gonna be a long one.
Bang!
Oh no.
Somebody's dreams just went up in smoke.
You've missed a lot, Rev. A lot of wrecking.
I heard she popped.
A lot of wrecking early. Not what you expect for Kansas. You expect this
I
in
need
Martinsville.
black cleared for because the 55 wasn't past me when I went into the.
All kinds of craziness happened. Vasquez down pit road.
Tell me to pass anybody.
Way this is going, we'll start having attrition even with the
Lucky dog
faster
hop.
pairs. Let's take one more look now at our faster pairs. A lot of them gone so early. Giglio in second, Boyd in fourth, Mons 8th, Giles 10th, Nowell 12th, J Munch 17th. All those faster pairs already gone. Check the back half of that. Oh my goodness, almost all the ones after 20th are gone. Dave Hoyce and Scott Elston, the only ones still holding on to him. Over under on cautions? I think we're already over the yeah.
Hey,
We've
Travis, my
we're
bad
over.
on that, man. I tried to stay off to you because I didn't want to wreck you, and then I seen them wrecking in front of us.
Oh, you didn't touch me, man. I'm fine.
You didn't touch me. Sounds hot. Vasquez using his faster pair here as he got up and over on his side on this accident. Lucas Hoyce and Blake Giglio, CTC teammates, going to make up the front row in those Toyotas. Ian Montrose in the third spot. Garrett Boyd, Mr. Short Track in fourth. Yeah, remind me after the race, Jake. I thought it was you on the radio that said that, but I didn't know for sure. And if you want like league review, then that'll be to the 17, Cody Brown. Mike Edwards in the top 5. Topher Racing, Boo CTC. Awkward. JR Deal in the 6th spot. Got a little right front damage on that 9 truck. Jake Lawrence. Both those trucks, great job missing that wreck there. Justin Mons recovering from that lap 1 incident. In the 8th spot, Billy Davidson 9th. Cody Giles back up to 10th. Curtis Ecker 11th. Tanner now in 12th, despite being in 2 accidents so far. Poor Tanner. A rough race. Dalton Hayes in 13th. Margison 14th. Clapper Newell in 15th. Travis Martin 16th. J Munch 17th. Cliff Mullins in the 18th spot. Bill Rivard, our pole sitter, all the way back in 19th. Brandon Vasquez rides 20th. Dave Hoytsman 21st. Ethan Evers 22nd. Richard Hurst 23rd. Daniel Llewellyn 24th. Llewellyn got one of his laps back, now 1 lap down after popping a motor, taking a tow. TJ Floyd coming out of pit road. Currently, he is still on the lead lap. So Llewellyn's actually 25th. Elson being shown in 26th, last truck on 1 lap down. Mayhew Jr. still out on track. Mayhew is 27th. Asherbranner 28th. And Cody Brown has sitting on pit road in 17. He's not quite retired yet, but 8 laps down in the 17. F that cone.
I hate you, Lucas.
Lucas knocks over Mike's cone.
Got to him first.
Lucas is basically saying, get good, scrub, get ahead of me so you can be the first one to the cone. We got beef over a cone. There are currently 5 Toyotas in the top 6, the lone exception the number 2 Ford in the 3rd spot. Believe, yeah. Toyota's top 7 other than the number 2 Ian Montrose. That's wild. A lot of Yoders. Let's see what TV3 looks like here. Well, that's a good shot. Let's go with this. Lucas Hoytsman gets us restarted in the white and red 97 on the inside lane. And we are back racing. See tire spin once again through some of those top runners. Able to get it controlled this time. Hoytsman clears Giglio down into 1. Montrose gets by cleanly for 3rd. Garrett Boyd 4th. JR Deal 5th. Mike Edwards 6th, Justin Mons 7th, Jake Lawrence 8th, Giles in 9th, and Tanner now up to 10th. He passed 2 trucks on that restart. Field getting single file now. First one ducking out looked like Travis Martin. Got a scrum going on here. Margerson up into the wall on entry into 55. Able to keep it going in the correct direction. A little bit of scrapes down the right side of it.
That wall's a bitch.
There's Margerson's opinion on that wall. That was the 13th place, number 55 truck. Up front, Garrett Boyd, Ian Montrose, JR Deal, Mike Edwards. 4 trucks battling for the 3rd spot. They worked lap 26. Personally, I think that's the best lap ever. Lucas Hoisman out in front. Going to lead lap 26. Blake Giglio 2nd. Mike Edwards up to 3rd. Garrett Boyd still 4th. Ian Montrose been shuffled down to 6th. Oh, 36 of Boyd up and into the wall. That's going to cause some stack up. And yep, there the accident goes. The wreck is on.
Check it out.
They're still wrecking. Go back and see what happens.
He just gummed it through without lifting off that. That was pretty awesome move.
Let's see who the 2 of Ian Montrose is talking about here. That's Tanner now in the 12. Getting into the 2.
Everybody's wrecking.
123, gotta get around here.
Coming in hot. What up, Madamus Prime?
Y'all just did that right there, and of course I'm not gonna lift whenever y'all idiots put it in the wall.
Well,
Pretty
Tanner
sure
now
it's Netcode.
angry. 12 truck talking all kinds of smack. Let's go on board and get to see for ourselves what happened here. Up ahead, you see the white 36 getting up and into the wall.
Just a heads up, you got a ways to go to catch up here.
The 9 able to avoid him. The 2 Ian
Sarah,
Montrose.
can you check my aftermath, please, on my right front?
The 2 drives into, or the 12 drives into the 2 here. Gets into his
Shooting up a little bit. Yeah, you got
left
your
side.
hook clipped up too.
Gets into his whole
That's
right
what I
side.
thought.
All the way down the right side. And then the 2 truck goes around
Yeah,
Ian
man.
Montrose, collected by Margerson in the 55.
nothing
Margerson
wrong.
gets down into Travis Martin in the 19. Not 19. Martin's in 63 tonight. I see the auto owner's insurance and think 19. Cliff Mullins gets a piece in the 37.
Lucky dog going high.
A late piece of that from Mullins.
Lucky dog going high.
Daniel Llewellyn gets his lucky dog. Dave Hoytsma late to the scene. 79 truck piles into Cliff Mullins. Unfortunate incident there. See if we can get any views from the back of the field. Let's find somebody that made it through there in a scary fashion. 55 did not make it through. Who's that white truck right there? How we doing, Madamus? How was the streams? Hopefully it was good. You came in right as we're investigating an accident, so it gets a little spicy during those. Man, so much of an accident. A lot of trucks piled up in that one. Daniel Llewellyn just missed it to be able to hold on to his lucky dog. Man, that was close. Man, oh man. Thanks for bringing your community by, Matt. How is everyone? Welcome. We're doing a 130 lap race at Kansas. 29 trucks in the field. A lot of early accidents. Very strange for a 1.5 mile track. Yeah, Tanner came in hot. For sure. Would have been wiser to lift.
Man, that 8 machine's looking sharp tonight.
And purple is nice, isn't it? I agree with that. Let's go look at the 8. There it is, all purple and green. RaceEPI.com down the side. Good looking truck. Wow, can't talk. Race leader, Lucas Hoytsma is out front in the 97. Mike Edwards now P2. Justin Mullins has rebounded all the way up to 3rd. Cody Giles is 4th. JR Deal currently riding in the 5th spot. Curtis Ecker 6th. Jake Lawrence 7th. Billy Davidson 8th. Brandon Vasquez 9th. And Bill Rivard back up with the top 10. Jay Munch rides 11th. Travis Martin 12th. Ian Montrose 13th. Dalton Hayes 14th. Ethan Evers 15th. Clapper Newell 16th. Nowell in 17th. Richard Hurst 18th. Trucks look like they've been running a short track. There's so much damage out there. TJ Floyd 19th. Blake Giglio 20th. Llewellyn back on a lead lap 21st. A lap down. Scott Elston in the 85. Garrett Board in the 36. They are 22nd and 23rd. Scott Mayhew 2 laps down. The 29 is 24th. William Asherbranner 2 laps down 25th. Dave Hoytsma shown as out. Margison on pit road. Mullins on pit road. And Cody Brown on pit road. All of those trucks multiple laps down. They are 4 or more. Getting set for the restart. Get back to the action here. Lucas Hoytsma, Mike Edwards, your front row.
I got fat fingers.
Already a lot of action, a lot of drama in this race. Mountains, make sure you hit pit road entry cone too. Base car dives off. Hoytsma and Edwards side by side. Here we go. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Back in the air. Lucas Hoytsma able to control the wheel spin, gets out in front.
Like an accordion back here.
Edwards clears the second. And we have a crash.
Really? Why the hell would y'all do that?
Tanner Nowell involved again. The 8 truck, Ethan Evers flipping end over end over end through the screen there.
Was this fucking D-class?
Anger from the driver. Tanner now right rears the 8 truck.
Code there that turned the 8 across into you guys.
Let's go with a far chase look. Slow it down.
Oh, good. I'll see you later.
The 8 truck trying to get entry. Tanner now starts moving down. His truck is already wiggling there. Watch the 12 get a little out of shape. The back end starts dancing.
Down at least in the 8 machine.
See, the back end dances, and he's heading down before the corner. Catches the left rear of the 8 truck. 8 truck goes up and into the wall. Tanner now, Richard Hurst involved. The 8 truck goes for a ride. Ethan Evers taking a scary tumble, then gets hit right in the windshield on the 8. Then Boyd collects Tanner now as well. You see in the background Hurst is around. It looks like Giglio's involved. Llewellyn's got a piece of it. The 8 flips up and over the 12 of Tanner now. Wow. Very wild images.
Lucky dog going high, lucky dog going high.
Apparently the 8 truck just disappeared. We get no more view.
Oh, look who it is. It's TJ. What's up, man?
Yeah, if he was in VR there, that would have been awful. Let's try to get an aerial view of this. See all the trucks that get involved after. Should be coming up right about here. 12 truck drifts down on the straight section here before the turn. Right there. And it clips the 8. And up they go. See if Blake gets the piece of Tanner. Was that TJ Floyd or Cliff? Black and green truck there. Oh man. Blake got someone real late there right in the door. I believe it was Scott Elston. Daniel Llewellyn got a little piece of it. Ethan Evers just flipping end over end over end. Crazy. Craziness. All right. Looks like Lucas Hoisman is taking the opportunity to pit. Hoisman's taking set of tires this time. 14-second stop. Travis Martin came down for fuel, as did Jay Munch. Jake Lawrence, Justin Mon, their last stops were fuel, but I don't think they were here. You want the in-car on the 8? You got it. We're still lights on the pace car. We got time. Go take a ride. You want in-car or hood cam? So I can do both. I made a hood cam. Probably pretty wild. Man, it takes a while to get to him, doesn't it? Where's the last time we have him on track? There he is. I think it went back a little bit too far. Nope, it was right on the restart. I thought we had a lap before that, but no, we don't. Let's do cockpit first. Here we go. It's turned up into the wall, ground, sky. Holy cow. And the motor pops. And right on board with the hood. Gets turned up into the wall. Oh my gosh. That moment of quietness when he's just flying through the air. Creepy. Wow. What a ride. How about the gyro cam? One more look. On board in the gyro cam. Hope you don't get sick. Very ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Big yikes.
Swiss.
What'd I do? Why are we saying Swiss?
That view was a little crazy.
It's very crazy. Hope everyone's gotten back from their nauseous feelings. Mike Edwards, Justin Mon's front row going to get us restarted here on lap 36. Boogity, 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 let's go racing for once. Hopefully we can get some of this yellow beaver behind us. The 41-14 getting us restarted. Mike Edwards clears out to the race lead. Teammates Mon and Giles side by side for second. Giles was fast in practice. Maybe got a little thrown off by the random group qualifying that wasn't supposed to happen, but mistakes do happen. Giles to second. JR Deal trying to get to third. JR got his win already this season, locked into the playoffs. Now sitting third place here at Kansas. Deal adhering to the stay above the white line idea because that can be better on your tires, but Mons uses that to his advantage to get to his inside. So they battle side by side for the third spot. We have made it an entire lap under green. Feels so good. Vasquez and Ecker doing battle for the fifth spot behind. Now Justin Mons slides back to them. Vasquez going to look underneath Mons. Brandon Vasquez up to the fourth spot. Mons slides back to fifth. Curtis Ecker looking to his inside. Mons did not get tires his last pit stop. These other trucks did, so could be the difference here. May work out later in the race for the 41. Ecker gets a piece of the apron. That's going to upset his truck a little bit. Going to fall back into the grass with the 69. J Munch in the Raptor Chevy. J Munch gets to the outside of Ecker. Later in the run, usually the preferred line at Kansas, but he's going to take to it early. Use that run off the high side. Try to draft Mons and get by Ecker. Gets that move complete. Then gets up into the outside wall. The 69 of J Munch riding the highline wall. Going to drop back several spots as the 69 truck catches a little too much on corner entry, and that just kills you. As you can see him drop all the way down behind Llewellyn to 16th. And TJ Floyd black and green machine in 16th, trying to take advantage. Bill Rivard, Travis Martin battling up towards the front, as are Dalton Hayes, Ian Montrose. Montrose and Hayes very close. Montrose gets up and into the wall. Hoytsman gets a piece of him, but everyone stays in the right direction. Let's take a quick look at that one. They come together in corner exit. Went back a little farther than I thought it would. They get close right here on the straightaway. And Montrose up and into the wall. Lucas Hoytsman gets a piece of him.
Is this necessary pinching me down like that, Tim? Well, I mean, when there's three lines, yeah, kind of. We're good. Don't worry. We can get touched.
Anger about lines and pinching. Well, it's better than wrecking. I'll take the anger over lines being run over their yellow flag any day. Bill Rivard in 6th. I believe that may have been the 41. I'm not entirely sure. So don't quote me on that one. Lucas Hoytsman and Billy Davison battling for the last spot in the top 10. Up ahead you got Bill Rivard, Travis Martin. Rivard up high, Martin down low. Ahead of them, Ecker up into the top 5. Vasquez had a 34-second stop, may have had a little damage to repair. JR Deal rides 3rd. Giles and Edwards out front. 44 of 130. Don't look now, but it seems like a race has broken out at our demo derby. 130 lapper at Kansas in the StackUp.org Truck Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. If you'd like to check us out, head on over to dgsracing.com. All the information, the league time, schedules, broadcasting, all of that's over there on that website. Head on over, check it out. One-stop shop, even has our race replays if we got them posted up there. Top 2 in a battle. Giles looking for a way around our leader, Mike Edwards. It's the wrong channel. You were at a demo derby. Now it's racing. I don't want the racing. Vasquez and Deal side by side for the 3rd spot. Vasquez down low, Deal up high.
29 pitting in, 29 pitting in.
Mayhew Jr. First truck 1 lap down. Looks like he needs to come to pit road. All those yellows, a lot of trucks on various strategy.
Yeah, I didn't mean to wash on you, Ashburn.
Mayhew Jr. makes it safely to pit road. We stay green. Back to the battle for the 3rd spot. Vasquez has settled that battle. Got his Flash Chevrolet up to the 3rd spot. JR Deal repping the Swiss Army in 4th. Cliff Mullins. That's what I heard. Cliff Mullins spinning it out a little bit. Keeps it down and out of the way. I thought I heard somebody in the grass. Cliff Mullins having a interesting pit entry there. Mullins 11 laps down seems to have given up tonight. 17 trucks still on the lead lap. Mike Edwards, Cody Giles, 1st and 2nd. Giles seems to have a good bit of speed. Kansas Highline starting to come in as this run goes along. Don't look now, Vasquez is closing in. Here comes Vasquez in the 18. It's already put a gap over JR Deal. Lucas Hoytsma was 11th. Now he's 5th. I mean to tell you, that 97 truck is headed to the front. Lucas Hoytsma, that Pontiac power underneath that Toyota hood. All over the back of JR Deal. JR is going to send him to the bottom. Top being the preferred line right now. Hoyts are going to make it work through 3 and 4. Has the short way around the front stretch. Vasquez up to P2. Looks like Giles may have got a little too high. Now has right side front end damage. A little too high maybe for the 7. Brush the wall. Allows Vasquez to catch up and clear. Now it explain the sudden gap behind Mike Edwards there. So while we were watching this other incident go down. Looks like we had contact between TJ Floyd and Jake Lawrence. Let's take a look, see what happened between the two. Gets into his back bumper a little bit heading in. Everyone keeps it going straight. No harm, no foul. Just a little bit of contact there. Here comes Vasquez with Giles. Edwards getting out of shape here. Going to get passed by Lucas Hoytsma and everyone. Hoytsma trying to go from 4th to the lead here. What in the world happened to Mike Edwards all of a sudden? Vasquez, oh, door hanging with the 97 Lucas Hoytsma. If that was for the race win, that would have been Hoyts's by a nose. Lucas Hoytsma powering through on the High Line of Kansas. One of my favorite tracks to run because of that High Line. Just so much fun. Vasquez rides P2 ahead of Giles. Looks like Vasquez is going to run a little bit lower. Yeah. Hoytsma just powered through there.
I'll stay up high in 3, Scott.
Yeah, copy, bro. Thank you,
Lucas
sir.
Hoytsma, new race leader, lap 54 of 130. Brandon Vasquez rides P2. Cody Giles rides 3rd. Mike Edwards in 4th. J.R. Deal, your top 5. Curtis Ecker hanging on to 6. Bill Rivard right there with him. Rivard looks now to the inside. Dalton Hayes in his Fort Worth Screen Toyota. Riding in the 8th spot, trying to make this a 3-truck battle. The run Rivard gets on that high line. It's just so hard to overcome that. Now Dalton Hayes trying to use that same high line against Ecker. 3 and 4, you can come down much lower. That high line in 1 and 2, you get that run off the high side. It's magic. Ecker trying to use that short way around to get back to the top. Not quite able to get there.
Team's gonna be pitting.
Curtis Ecker coming to pit road. Let's check out pit stop laps here. Ecker was last down on lap 16, as was JR Deal. Ecker took tires on 16, as did Deal. Mike Edwards missed pit road in the 14. Mike Edwards running in the top 5, completely missing pit road. Gonna have to go around again. That's going to be a huge problem for the 14. Better than speeding on pit road, but still a huge problem.
54 pitting.
Keep an eye up front with these lap counts. Anybody that's about that 16, 17 range, probably going to see him come down very soon. J-Munch did not come down. There's Davison coming to pit road. Let's take a replay of the 14 if we can. He was missing. Let's go back and see his pit entry. Looks like he decides very late.
69 pitting this time.
Edwards trying to get the pit road late. Knows he's not going to make it. Goes ahead and bails. This is probably a very good decision. Let's go back live. Pick up J-Munch. Edwards did make it eventually to pit road.
7 pitting this time.
J-Munch pits out of the 8th spot. Heard Giles say he's coming down this time.
41 this time.
That would be Justin Mons in 7th. So we're getting some of our top 10 runners, the ones that haven't pit in a hot minute, are coming down. Wouldn't be too surprised to see
31 pitting.
JR Deal come down as well. Deal does though come down behind Giles, so both of those come down. Lap 59. Both make it safely to pit road. Now the trucks that pitted a bit later starting to come to the front. Lap 29. See Rivard and Vasquez 21 probably be our next trucks to pit. We'll go back out on track on the gap. Keep an eye on those.
18 pitting, 18 pitting.
That's Vasquez, so we just mentioned him. He had about 4 laps over those other trucks that already pit. Here he comes. Rivard stays out. So Rivard, the last of those lap 21 trucks. Then everyone else will be about 8 laps later on 29 if they decide to run the tanks long. Otherwise, these fresh tires are going to get a bit of an advantage on them.
10 pitting this time.
And there you hear Bill Rivard come into pit road. All these stops should be 4 tires and fuel. Travis Martin, 4th spot. His last stop was a fuel-only stop, so he's probably ready for some new tires in that 63 machine. Here comes Vasquez to pit road. I mean, Bill Rivard, excuse me. Vasquez already there. Rivard, 3rd spot, coming down pit road. Lucas Hoisman, race leader. Looks like Hoisman took those tires right as we started to get this green flag run. With Rivard pitting, there'd be 7 trucks on the lead lap. Those 7 trucks, looks like they all came at either 29 or 34. So we got a ways to wait for that. Daniel Wallen up in the 4th spot. Go ahead, Daniel. Have yourself a day, my man. So with Bill pitting, 7 trucks on the lead lap. Probably have 8 or 9 laps before these guys have to come down. Never know who's going to short pit it, who's going to keep going. So your top 7 still need to come to pit road. Lucas Hoisman, Dalton Hayes, Travis Martin, Daniel Llewellyn, Jeremy Clapper-Newell, Ian Montrose, and TJ Floyd. Looks like Floyd, Montrose, Newell, Martin, and Hayes will have to come before Hoisman and Llewellyn.
You going to the outside there?
Something to keep an eye on as they come through. There is
Where's
Dalton
that,
Hayes, 3.3 seconds back. Try to find where Curtis Ecker is. There he is. First truck 1 lap down. He would get the lucky dog should a yellow arise. I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad a race finally broke out at our demo derby. All the strategy being played now, all the variances. 22 Hurst brushes the wall in front of our leader. That had to be a little bit of alarming for Lucas Hoisman. Dalton Hayes P2, 3.4 seconds to gap. Hayes has about 5 lap older tires than Hoisman. Hayes coming to pit road. 47 Dalton Hayes, 2nd place on pit road. Looks like Travis Martin pits out of 5th as well. That'll leave Hoisman, Llewellyn, Clapper-Newell on pit road. Ian Montrose coming down. TJ Floyd coming down. So Lucas Hoisman, Clapper-Newell, and Daniel Llewellyn, the last 3 to pit.
Pitting this time, pitting this time, pitting this time.
Here comes leader, Lucas Hoisman to pit road. Nice tidy entry there. 21 has a Hornet's Nest behind him. He said pitting this time a lot. Billy Davidson nearly into the back of the 21. 21 able to get to pit road. That'll leave race leader Daniel Llewellyn. Daniel Llewellyn leading the race at Kansas. The Labor 12 CTC Chevrolet. Has not made his pit stop yet for this cycle. Like Curtis Ecker, J.R. Deal are going to get by Lucas Hoitzma on the pit cycle here. When does Daniel come down? 9 trucks on the lead lap now. Davidson would make it 10 as he comes by. Here comes Daniel Llewellyn. Drop down low and drop off the track. Head to pit road from the lead. Coming in hot. Hits the cone. We'll see if he picks up a speeding penalty or an unsafe penalty here.
Too hot.
Too hot, he says. Came in too hot. Picked up the penalty. Tough break for Daniel Llewellyn. Having a great run today.
And that's a speeding penalty for the 23, I believe, because he hit the cone.
It's not because he hit the cone. It's because he's speeding.
That shitty hole for 1 minute and 10 seconds.
So he got the unsafe pit entry and the speeding penalty. Double black flags for Daniel Llewellyn. Curtis Ecker takes over the race lead. Lap 69, nice. Curtis Ecker leads J.R. Deal. Battle for the race lead. Now we're going to see the comers and goers on the different tire strategies. JR up to the top line in that 9. Now he's going to cross over Ecker as Ecker comes up. JR to the bottom. Deal takes over the race lead from Ecker. JR Deal leads at Kansas. See Mons, Rivard, and Hoitzma in the background battling for third. 3 trucks scramble. Mons currently has it. Hoitzma, one of the last trucks to pit, so has probably the best tires of this group. I suspect won't be long till we see the 97 all the way up to the front. He is gaining ground on the leaders even while passing trucks. Hoitzma up to the 3rd spot. Bill Rivard 4th. Justin Mons in 5th. Hoitzma now sets sail on our 2 race leaders, J.R. Deal and Curtis Ecker. Let's watch the view from out back of the 19 as Lucas Hoitzma closes in on him. There is the 2-time defending champ. Look at those fresh tires, the difference they make. This one's going to be over in a hurry. Hoitzma draws alongside on the outside. Hoitzma to the 2nd spot and right on the back bumper of our leader, J.R. Deal. To the inside goes Hoitzma. And that is a done deal as Lucas Hoitzma powers by for the race lead. Bill Rivard trying to keep pace with our leader. He's up to the 3rd spot now. See how quickly Rivard can get by JR. Get a reminder of our varying tire strategies here. Lucas with the freshest tires by 8 laps over JR Deal, 5 laps over Bill Rivard. So Rivard only 3 lap difference to JR Deal. So basically the guy with the biggest number here has the faster truck with the fresh tires. Doesn't always equate that way, but that's a good idea of how to look at these numbers here. Bill Rivard takes over 2nd spot. Bill now is 1.1 seconds behind our race leader Lucas Hoitzma. Hoitzma, again on freshest tires, will probably be making that gap grow. He's 17, Cody Brown down on the apron. Cody back into the race, 38 laps down for the 17. Tough day for him. '55 Margerson Powering by the 8 outside of the 10 of Bill Rivard. Margerson is 41 laps down in the 55. J.R. Deal rides in third. 1 second behind Bill Rivard. Justin Mons 1 second behind J.R. Deal. It has the 19 of Curtis Ecker right behind. I believe he just passed Ecker. Then you got Jay Munch in the 6th spot. 69 Raptor Chevy rides 6th. Mike Edwards in the 14 after his pit road bobble. Currently in the 7th spot, now 9 seconds back of our leader. Brandon Vasquez, not too far behind Mike Edwards, has Travis Martin in tow. Those two would be battling for the 8th spot. Travis Martin closing in. See if Martin can make a move here and get by the 18. Martin going to run it down off the corner. Get to the inside of the 18, Brandon Vasquez. Martin clears. Martin up to the 8th spot. Vasquez slides back to 9th. And Billy Davison in the 54 Chevrolet riding there in 10th spot. Jake Lawrence in 11th. Quite the back end damage there. Cody Giles rides in 12th spot. Justin Mons just got by JR Deal while we were showing you the rest of the field. So Justin Mons up to the 3rd spot now. JR Deal being one of those first trucks to pit, starting to slide back a bit. 50 laps to go here from Kansas Speedway.
29 pitting in this time.
That was the truck that kicked it off last time. Scott Mayhew Jr.
Uh-oh.
You're not supposed to hit that, Lucas.
What happened to Lucas?
Okay, thank you. I'll try to avoid it after this.
I think Lucas Hoytsman may have brushed the wall.
You're gonna make Tanner jealous.
Yep. Lucas Hoytsman brushed the wall a little bit.
Good thing he ain't here no more, right?
It's the race leader brushing the outside wall a little bit. Doesn't seem to have hurt it too much. Yeah, let's see a little damage on that right front fender. Let's look on board. The hood's definitely buckled right across the A in Labor 12. A little bit of damage to the 97. Not ideal. Keep an eye to see if Bill Rivard can make up ground on him with the aero damage that he may have on the 97. So far, Lucas is gaining ground. Doesn't seem to be too terrible shape for the 97, but something to keep an eye on as we move forward. Justin Mons. Caution's out. What happened here? Richard Hurst slow down on the inside.
Hey, gonna be out of 2.
Don't see anything here. If anybody can let me know in race what we are looking for, I would appreciate it. Let's make you coming off pit road. Anybody got eyes on what happened?
Ian, you know you gotta pay for that wall when you get it right.
Send the bill to my agent.
What's the yellow for?
So nobody knows what a yellow is for.
The yellow was for me running out of fuel because I had leaders behind me. I couldn't call out my pit, and yeah. So I tried to go around one more time, but it never stopped on the. I never stopped, so I don't understand.
I guess the 22 running slow on track is why. Well, I don't feel bad if nobody knows. Heels down,
Ran out of
drives
fuel.
slowly around the apron, and that really should not have brought out a yellow. That's weird. Very weird. Alright, pit stops. Who came down? Who did not?
You don't need fuel, AT?
Vasquez stays out here. Curious. Dalton Hayes wanting to get a wave around, asking if he needs the fuel. Bill Rivard came down pit road. Bill Rivard took tires. Bill Rivard in second place. Justin Mons, tires and fuel. He'll be in third. Lucas Hoyt's going to try to repair some of that damage. He's going to be in the fourth spot. J.R. Deal, tires and fuel in fifth. J. Munch, same story in sixth. Curtis Eckert, Travis Martin, T.J. Floyd, Billy Davidson. The top 10 all taking fuel and tires, but Vasquez did not come to pit road in the 18. Wonder what his strategy is. Maybe trying to lead a lap? Not sure. He's not really in the
I
points
don't know
this
why.
season.
Can I get my flag way, please?
Someone got a flag and says they don't know why. That's not going to fly. Going to need a reason. Brandon Vasquez, your race leader by not hitting.
Who wanted the black flag cleared?
And why?
I need a black flag cleared. I got it for no reason.
Well, you says a reason on your screen. Go ahead and tell them what that is.
So technically has to be a reason that gives you.
It should literally say on your screen what the
I'm
reason
gonna
is.
take the outside.
But drivers
he
like
put it
to.
the first time with us, and then all of a sudden the iRacing gave him a penalty, probably coming back in the second time.
You gotta go past me, 29.
Getting set for the restart with Vasquez and Bill Rivard, your front row. Vasquez on 23 lap old tires.
Hey, Lucas, we need to switch.
Really 25 at this point. Man, oh man. This could be chaotic.
Repeat that?
It's going to have to get fuel here.
I just saw I'm
Relatively
in
soon.
fourth. I need to be behind the 18.
Maybe it's strategy to save a set of tires in the 18.
Ah, I must have missed that. Thank you.
Fucking shit. You guys gonna be able to catch up?
Let's go to our TV3 for the restart. Leader be the outside truck, red and yellow 18. Vasquez, Bill Rivard, the Mountain Dew pitch black, as Vasquez gets way out of shape on the tire spin,
Come on, Cody.
as expected. Pretty much knew that was going to come with those older tires. Bill Rivard going to break out to the race lead. Justin Mons second. Lucas Hoytsman going to duck under Vasquez. Vasquez probably knew he was going to drop back
And
quickly.
when you went down pit road, did it say closed?
Probably. That's what happens most often. Drivers don't pay attention, enter a closed pit. We're keeping an eye on the 18 to see how he drifts back through the field, make sure it is safely. There's a battle up front for the race lead. Justin Mons inside Bill Rivard.
Go, Michael, go.
Rivard burning that high line. Now Travis Martin and the 69 of J Munch. Looks like Daytona all of a sudden. Pack race breaking out 2x2 up at the front. Mons trying to make that low line work. JR Deal gonna try to follow him through. Mons comes right up in front of Bill Rivard. They make contact. How did we not have a wreck with that much contact between 4 different trucks? Huysman, Martin, and Deal were 3 wide. They made contact, and then Bill Rivard and Mons made contact. Battle continues for the race lead as Bill Rivard with the crossover. That got really scary. Rivard stays to the inside of Justin Mons. Lucas Huysman catching up for the battle. Rivard catches a piece of the apron, gets a little out of shape. Huysman looking for ground, peeking in the middle. These trucks is not handling that great. You see the back ends all sliding around. Now we have a wad of trucks for the race lead. Mons, Rivard, side by side. Huysman, Deal, 3rd and 4th. Travis Martin in the picture. You got the 69 of J Munch. You got the 19 of Eckert. The 7 of Giles. He's come back to the picture. TJ Floyd, 9 truck breakaway for this lead pack. You would think we're back at Talladega all of a sudden. At the line, Justin Mons leads that one with the push from Lucas Huysman, the white and red Toyota. Huysman trying to go all the way to the top and get by both these machines. "39 laps to go." Mons gets to the race lead. Now Lucas Huysman looking to the outside, trying to power by with that Pontiac-powered Toyota. Huysman going to lead at the line. Let's see if Huysman can use that high line, get the strong runoff too. Maybe a little help from the 69 of J Munch. J Munch tries to fill the outside. Mons trying to squeeze him. J Munch lets him in, then goes to the bottom under Mons. Mons gets a little loose up the track. The 41 goes. J Munch take advantage on the bottom line. J Munch trying to stay in the draft of the 97 Lucas Huysman. Oh no, the 69 J Munch up and into the wall. He's going to drop like a rock. Hopefully everyone's able to avoid him up there. J Munch clears. So Lucas Huysman out to the race lead. Mons back to second. May have gotten a little bump from Bill Rivard there. Just the slightest of contact. Rivard trying to stuff a bunch of air up underneath the back of that 41. Get him loose. Seen that 41 dancing around quite a bit. JR Deal sizing up Bill Rivard. There's Travis Martin in the wall. 63.
I'm so sorry. I don't know if I slipped up into you or what happened there.
Well, let's go back and find out what happened to Travis Martin really quick. It's Curtis Eckert to his inside. Does he get him on corner entry? They make netcode contact. That darn pesky netcode. That is really hurt the race for Travis Martin. Lucas Huysman now by 9/10 of a second. Remember this wad of trucks. Mons, Rivard, JR Deal, Curtis Eckert, Cody Giles,
Sorry,
TJ
Michael.
Floyd. All battling it out in the top 10 here. Gotta feel bad for Travis Martin. That really hurt him. Martin now on pit road.
31 is pitting, 31 pitting.
Well, Asher in 18th spot, 2 laps down. He's coming to pit road. Looks like Travis Martin got a pretty significant contact there as he is now over 30 seconds in the pits.
Thank you.
See Hurst down low, letting our leader Lucas Huysman by. Things have singled out up here. Mons second, Rivard third, Deal fourth. Eckert has Cody Giles looking to his inside. Giles trying to get back to the top 5. Does so at the line. That's where it counts. But only in 33 more laps. The series does not have any kind of halfway or stage points issue, just where you finish at the end of the race. So Curtis Eckert holds on to 5th. Giles 6th. TJ Floyd now looks to the inside of Giles, see if he can move himself up a spot. You got a decent gap back to Billy Davis in the red truck there in 8th spot. J Munch after rubbing the wall, he is 9th, and Jake Lawrence up into the top 10. Like the 18 of Vasquez finally had to pit for that fuel. He's come down pit road. 14-second stop for him, heading back out. He's going to hope it stays green from here. Until everyone else has to come down for their pit cycle. Lucas Hoytsma, race leader. Justin Mons, P2. Bill Rivard, P3. JR Deal in the 4th spot, but it has Curtis Ecker and Cody Giles all over his tailgate. Scott says still not a fan of this track. We work lap 100 of 130 from the Kansas Speedway. StackUp.org Truck Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Curtis Ecker looking inside JR Deal. This is for the 4th spot.
Sorry, Richard. No, you're good, man. I'm a lot slower than you.
Giles trying to push that 9 of JR Deal. TJ Floyd trying to figure out which way to go in the green machine. Giles now looking middle to get inside JR Deal. Giles can't make up his mind which truck to try and help.
Dude, 10, come on, I gave you the entire outside. What the hell?
It was
Dude,
Bill
I wasn't
Rivard.
even close to you.
Justin Mons freaking out.
That's twice now, dude. Come on.
41 seems to be a real big fan of Bill Rivard in the 10. I would say that's not even close. I'm going to take the side of the 10 on that one. 41 needs to put his big britches on and go ahead and live with it. Yeah, seen that, Trav. Well, you know why, right, Trav?
Mike Backer, Mike Backer.
It's happening because you're supposed to be broadcasting.
Lucas, that's the wall.
Not on my screen.
Lucas Hoytsma getting dangerously
got
close
paid
to the
for
wall.
that.
See if he picked up any damage from it. A little bit. May have already been existing damage though. Ship happens. A little bit of damage to Lucas's truck. Bill Rivard riding P2. Trying to run down Lucas Hoytsma. These two had a hellaciously awesome finish over at Chicagoland earlier this season. Could we be seeing a repeat as Bill Rivard starts to reel in Lucas Hoytsma? Rivard already a 2-time winner in our series this season.
29 pit in.
He's starting to catch the back-to-back champ Lucas Hoytsma. Gap is coming down. Curtis Ecker in P3. TJ Floyd P4. Giles in 5th. JR Deal 6th. Mons has fallen all the way back to 7th. Hope no one's gotten too close to his truck. Wouldn't want to upset him. J Munch rides in the 9th spot after getting up and into the wall early in this run. Montrose is in 10th. Jake Lawrence on pit road. 11th spot. Mike Edwards already made his pit stop. He is in 12th. Clapper Newell took his stop as well. He's 13th. Vasquez, we saw him come down. He's 14th.
Lucas, come back.
I think Bill Rivard had a bit of an issue
What
there.
happened?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
Bill Rivard
Wall Street?
losing some ground.
No, the car hasn't touched the wall yet.
Sounds like he may have gotten a little loose
Same
there.
here.
The difference being, I believe Bill Rivard. I don't know if I believe Lucas Hoytsma. eyewitness reports have that 97 hitting the wall. 69 of J Much and the 9 of JR Deal coming down with 24 to go. That is 9th and 10th on your track. Hoytsville puts them a lap down. Bill Rivard now losing all kinds of ground. Another 3/10. May want to start thinking about the possibility of a short pit. But we'll see what he works out. Curtis Ecker now 3rd. TJ Floyd in 4th. Giles up to 5th. Montrose rides in 6th with that heavily damaged machine. Justin Mons hits pit road in the 41, as does the 54 Billy Davidson. Pitting nose to tail, so that's kind of fun. Those two right now 7th and 8th. So Mike Edwards tries to run them down and get by. Edwards should be able to get by before they get back off pit road. There he goes by Davidson. Edwards passes Montrose on the outside there, and Montrose gets up into the wall, but also passes the 41 of Mons coming off pit road. Edwards up to the 7th spot, still 1 lap down. So Edwards actually not getting by Montrose. That was not for position. Just able to get by him on track position. Montrose up into the 5th spot as Bill Rivard hits pit road. Mountain Dew Pitch Black Chevy, our pole sitter, going to go all the way down to the last stall on pit road.
Hitting.
And there's Bill hitting his box. Lucas Heusman brings the lead machine onto pit road. Very out of shape, but gets it slowed down. Heusman very good at getting everything he can get onto pit road. TJ Floyd going to take over the race lead. Lucas Heusman coming down with 20 to go. The danger here now will be a yellow coming out. If I'm someone that on a lead lap, I'd probably roll the dice, go as long as I can, hope for the yellow. Then have the freshest set of tires left over. Be my gamble. Heusman hits his box cleanly. TJ Floyd takes the lead, 19 Ecker on pit road. There he is. Floyd in the 49, race leader. So they go by Lucas Heusman. He is now 1 lap down. 3 trucks have not pit yet. Floyd, Giles, and Montrose. There is Giles. Coming to pit road this time by. That'll leave TJ Floyd out on track. Floyd heads back out. Giles coming down. 7 hits pit road. Current lucky dog would be Lucas Heusman in the 97. Two trucks left to pit. TJ Floyd, Ian Montrose. Then the reins will be handed back over to Lucas Heusman, JR Deal. We have Justin Mons. The Mons gets passed by Bill Rivard. Hopefully that was cleanly and not scary.
Come on, man. Why are you punching me?
Knew that was coming. He's been trying to unlap himself from our leader TJ Floyd before Floyd hits pit road. Floyd trying to run it out as long as he can.
I mean, that was intentional.
Bill
Oh,
Rivard.
I was right there.
Bill Rivard getting rubbed up by the 41. Apparently he didn't like his sarcasm. We got beef. Just when we thought the group was nice.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed would everybody be if I stayed out right here?
You probably got to fit in like 3 laps, but probably not too bad.
Cheers, Dustin.
Interesting. Glad I'm not the admin on this. Something tells me we haven't seen the last of the action between the 10 and 41 this race. TJ Floyd, race leader, gets to the pit road, along with Ian Montrose in the number 2. Those two get to pit and start in front of the rest of the field. Ian Montrose, TJ Floyd, gonna be first and second. If you race control, what would you call there, Rev? Let me know. What would you call in that situation? Are they taking damage repair? Just chilling. Montrose is definitely taking damage repair. TJ Floyd's back out on pit road. Yeah, Montrose just go take all the repair he can get. Why not? Just stay on lead lap and he'll be in good shape. Jake's going with avoidable contact. Advoidable contact. Rev wants me to play it again. You're going to have to go back in the VOD. I'm not going to mess up our broadcast. TJ Floyd, race leader. Lucas Hoitzma, going to be third because he has to get behind Ian Montrose. Everyone probably taking fresh sets of tires here. Then we're going to have a large contingent of wave around trucks, which will include Clapper Newell, Cody Giles, Curtis Ecker, Billy Davidson, Jake Lawrence, Bill Rivard in the 10, Justin Mons in the 41. They just can't seem to get away from one another. JR Deal in the 9, all going to take a wave around here. That will give us 11 trucks in the lead lap. TJ Floyd, race leader, buried back behind a ton of trucks, but they will be getting out of the way when we get the 1 to green. Ian Montrose, see him there in the 2nd spot. Mike Edwards came down pit road, so he's going to remain the first truck 1 lap down in 12th. That's the 14 on your screen. Then the lucky dog went to Lucas Hoitzma. He gets to start in front of the wave around trucks, so Hoitzma will be in the 3rd spot, and then all the wave arounds will come up behind him. Lucky Dog does have to go to the end of the field, so everyone that's a lap down will go in front of Lucas, and then the wave arounds will be behind Lucas. It's going to be a weird layout. That was my thought as well, Rev. Basically what it looked like was some
Come on,
hurt
29.
feelings.
You guys, step on it. Step on it.
Alright, wave arounds are getting waved around. JR Deal off and running. 10 and
Come
41.
on, Scott. We have to go.
Of course they're together. Jake Lawrence in 7th spot. Wave around truck. Billy Davison, Curtis Ecker, Giles, Clapper Newell. All of these trucks trying to catch back up to the field. Field entering turn number 3. See those two up in front. And Lucas Hoitzma has to start behind Asherbrenner, Edwards. I believe that's a 22 at Hurst. See the Wallens mixed in there. Llewellyn's still trying to cover from that penalty he picked up. As we get restarted, TJ Floyd jumps to the accelerator. Floyd leading.
Black people to catch up.
Floyd leading the race.
What's the score, Dolphin?
He just said what it was for.
Fucking suck. Are you fucking kidding me, 41? Again? Drop
Uh-oh.
the beef.
What did we
Are you
miss?
shitting me? I got hit from the left side from the 9. It's avoidable contact. You have 3/4 of the fucking track below you. Fucking
Oh.
share.
Anger.
Please try to fucking kill me. I feel like I'm talking to fucking kindergarten kid.
Big anger.
Eat my fucking ass. Watch the replay and come back in the pop.
Yo, it's done.
Sounds like we need some mutes here. Sending the 41, having some drama.
Watch the replay. Come to me later.
Michael, touch me.
Meanwhile, TJ Floyd out front. Ian Montrose in second.
Give it a freaking...
Just start muting everybody. Lucas Heusman up to the third spot, has one more lap truck to clear. Mike Edwards in front of him. TJ Floyd and Ian Montrose, unlikely pair at the top of the field. 10 to go. Edwards down low. Heusman probably likes seeing that. Heusman's been running that high line. Heusman 1.3 seconds in closing on TJ Floyd. 10 to go. Ian Montrose be the truck he has to get by first. Montrose looked like he saved his fast repair. That truck looks almost brand new now. Yeah, first and second. Seems it, Rowdy. It's been rough this race. TJ Floyd, race leader. Ian Montrose, P2. Mike Edwards, a lap down, trying to be the lucky dog. In 12th, Lucas Heusman gets to his inside for in third spot. One less truck in the way for Lucas Heusman as he tries to run down Montrose and Floyd. 8 laps to go from Kansas. TJ Floyd, Ian Montrose trying to steal a win here. Those two first and second. Lucas Heusman lurking in that white and red Toyota in the third spot. Gap now under a second. This Heusman, he's coming. Seven to go from Kansas. Can TJ Floyd hang on? His best friend right now is Ian Montrose. If he can get Ian Montrose to hold up Lucas Heusman long enough. TJ Floyd might be able to steal this one. Gap now down under 7 tenths with 7 to go. Heusman is there on Montrose. Montrose going to go to the bottom, give Heusman the top that he wants. That's where Heusman likes to run. I would have forced him to the bottom down at 1 and 2. I need a bottom of 3 and 4, but he gives him the bottom, so Heusman getting exactly what he wants to get by Ian Montrose. No problem at all. TJ Floyd hates seeing that. Now 5 laps remain. TJ Floyd trying to hang on for the race win. Unfortunately for him, Montrose did not slow down Heusman in any kind of way. Heusman going to get the huge run off the top side of 1 and 2, and watch that ticker coming down as he starts closing in on TJ Floyd. TJ Floyd trying to run away. 4 laps remain from Kansas Speedway. Heusman up to the high side where he wants to be. Rim riding at Kansas. Gets the huge run down the backstretch. TJ Floyd trying to run and hide. Gap maintained at about 6 tenths of a second the last couple laps. Floyd running low through 3 and 4 as you should. Coming to the stripe. Heusman trying to draft. Should be getting a piece of the draft. TJ Floyd stretches it out a little bit. Taking 1 and 2 down through the middle. Very surprising there. Looks like Heusman has a little bit older tire. Could be why. Heusman did not have a set of tires here at the end. 5 lap fresher tires for TJ Floyd. Seemed to be helping him here as Heusman had to burn up his stuff to get to P2. TJ Floyd loving life right now. Lucas Hoyce trying anything he can to get up there. Montrose still third. JR Deal in the fourth spot. Giles, after early race drama, up to fifth. Eckers sixth. Davidson seventh. Justin Mons in eighth. Bill Rivard ninth. Jake Lawrence 10th. Jeremy Clapper Newell last truck on a lead lap. As we get the white flag for TJ Floyd. Last lap. No yellow flag is going to spoil his party. Floyd through the middle in 1 and 2. Things looking beautiful for the 49. Last time down the backstretch. 76operators.gg Chevrolet makes its way through 3 and 4. TJ Floyd going to come off turn 4. See the checker flag waving in the air. TJ Floyd is your race winner.
Yeah, good run, TJ.
First time SRL winner, TJ Floyd. Picking up the victory in the 49. Great to see that. I'm going to suspect there's going to be some action here. What a surprise. Bill Rivard down into the 41 on purpose.
Oh man, out of gas.
And sure it's not over yet. Jake Lawrence doing donuts around the 41. Figure we keep an eye on the post-race festivities. Hopefully TJ Floyd's making his way around to do some burnouts. There he is.
So lovely
Oh,
to
man.
get the race ruined by somebody that isn't even here every week.
Chopper cam is underneath the ground. Thought choppers were supposed to be in the air.
So much for, oh look at you, Big Dad, yeah, hell yeah. Oh,
Apparently, there's still drama between the 10 and 41.
shut up, man.
TJ Floyd does not care about said drama. He's burning it
Check
down.
this out. Y'all would hate racing in higher I rating lobbies. Because you're complaining now, you're going to hate life later.
Considering you're bitching while people racing you close.
My man, you're a and not just that, but getting pissed off and then throwing them and then spinning them and then causing an issue afterwards. Dude, I'm never going to win this argument. You want to play games? I can play games all fucking night. Replay, that's all I'm going to say. Watch.
My goodness. Why people got to ruin a good thing? TJ's like, what about me? Get top 3 to the broadcast. Ian Montrose, Lucas Hoisma, and TJ Floyd to the waiting room, por favor. We'll watch the 49 go around a bit while we wait for our drivers to get to the broadcast waiting room. I don't see Ian Montrose in any of the channels. There he is, up in Blockbuster. Let's drag him up. I got tired of waiting for you, so I just dragged you up here. What's up, Ian?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. Well, you got a P3 out of that. Fortunate caution flag. Let you restart second spot with fresh tires. That worked out really well. Kind of tell me how your night went before that. Hey, why'd you get dragged down?
Hello.
Hi, I was talking to you and then you disappeared.
Oh, I haven't touched anything. How's it going?
It's going well. You got dragged to waiting room. That was weird. Well, I don't know how much of what I said you heard, but
I didn't hear anything though. Sorry.
perfect. We'll just start over. You lucked out on the strategy there, catching that yellow flag at just the right time when you get the restart P2 with fresh tires. Tell me how your race went.
Yeah, I mean, I got on the nasty end of some crashes, some just getting caught up in other people's wrecks. So that was disappointing. Fell all the way back, and you know that I stayed out knowing that there could be a possibility for a yellow flag, and I got it in the end. So the risk paid off.
10-4 worked out well. That probably would have been my strategy. I was actually saying that in the broadcast, and it happened to fall right in your lap. Worked out beautifully. You got any friends, family, sponsor shout-outs you want to give?
Just the wife and the kids. Hello to Sidewinder Racing. Appreciate all the admins and setting up the races. Appreciate you as always, DG. And no other shoutouts.
10-4. Congrats on your podium finish and have a great night.
You too. Take care, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, Montrose in the number 2, getting that P3 podium finish tonight. Let's go ahead and bring in Lucas Huisma, second place finisher tonight in his Labor 12 Toyontiac. Sir, tell me how your race went, my friend.
Had good speed all night. Had struggling a little bit with tire saving. Had Bill catching me on that one long green flag run. I was just hoping for some either short runs or for that to stay green to the end there. Neither of those happened. It was just kind of an in between. So kind of got messed up on the pit strategy, but that's part of racing. I chose to pit a little bit earlier than maybe I should have. TJ with the smarter strategy, he knew something was coming. He had to have known. That was a good call. Good win by TJ, and we had a pretty good race to the end there. It was a little messy at the beginning, but I think overall these guys will get it straightened out. We'll have some good races for the rest of the season.
Team 4, it looked really exciting out there. Seemed really spicy in the driver chat too. Hopefully things stayed away from you for the most part, and we'll catch you back here in the next race. Appreciate you, my man. Go ahead, give your shout outs for me.
Labor 12, Pontiac for building my engines.
Perfect.
CTC Racing, you for doing the broadcast, all the admins for trucks, and yeah.
All right, appreciate you, Mr. Back-to-Back Champ, getting the P2 tonight. One spot short with a really strong truck, caught by the strategy. We'll catch you back here in the next race, my friend.
Sir, see you next week.
All right, that is Lucas Huisma. Let's go ahead and grab our big winner tonight, TJ Floyd in the 49 truck, getting the job done, catching that caution right when he needed it. Things worked out beautifully, my man. Tell me how you feel right now.
Yeah, I think you took the words right out of my mouth. Appreciate the congratulations, and really, I just got lucky. I stayed out until I was going to run out of fuel and hoped for a top 5, and that caution kind of saved me. I was able to keep Lucas a lap down there, so we were able to maintain the lead off of pit road. And then I knew I had 4 tires and a full set of, all my gas, so I just hammered down the last 15 laps or whatever it was and hoped that they couldn't catch me, and I didn't make any mistakes.
And it worked out like a charm. No yellow flags to reset the field and let everyone get on level playing field. So it was perfect for you. And you were able to get the job done, bring it home. So don't say you lucked into it. It's just smart strategy, my friend.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Definitely Kansas is one of those tracks where, pit strategy was going to come into play. And I think I was about 10 or 15 laps short anyways. So I think I had like 3 or 4 laps to go right when that caution came out. So it was perfect timing. So I'm really thankful that came out. Able to finally get a win.
Yes, sir. Get your first win in SRL, I believe, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Awesome. Love to see it. First time winners. Great time. All right, my friend, here's your first chance to give your sponsor shout outs, friends, family, anything like that. Go ahead, lay it out there.
Yeah, mostly just 76 operators, always showing the support, streaming on their Twitch channel as well. And then appreciate my wife for letting me race, and you for broadcasting, and all the admins that put the show on. Really appreciate it.
10-4, and you'll have a lot of fun later going back on the YouTubes and watching this one back.
I hope so.
All right, bud. Congrats on your first victory. Appreciate you racing with us all the time, and we hope to see you back some more.
Yes, sir. Have a great weekend.
You too, sir. TJ Floyd in the 49. Gotta love it. First time winner in SRL. Getting the truck victory tonight. Great job by him. Great strategy. Worked out to a T. You're a little late for the race, Breesy. A little bit. It was a bit of a show. We'll say that. Bit of a show. Well, I have to say legally, this has been iRacing.com. You can go there, pick up a subscription, where you can get this track and these trucks. Come on out and race with us. Head over to DGSRacing.com. Click on the big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord where you can sign up to run any of our series. Monday Night ARCA, Tuesday Xfinity, Wednesday Cup, Thursday Doubleheader, Super Late Model, and Trucks. Then on Friday, we run some fun hosted races, give away a little iRacing credit. Saturday, we do the Legends series. Sunday, we have a Street Stock series, runs both dirt and asphalt. Come on out, check them all out. Appreciate you guys hanging out tonight for the broadcast. Got rather spicy. Is what it is sometimes. People get very emotional about their $12 race cars. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast, and we'll catch you in the next race.